Hi, I'm Philip Owens from Reflective Resolutions, and welcome back to this series on goal setting, turning resolutions into goals into fabulous outcomes. In the previous two sessions we've spoken about positively framing your goals. So that is stating your goals in a way that's putting you in the right direction to where you want to go. We've then shifted on to talk about creating an internal state of motivation, so making it about you and about what you're going to achieve. In today's session we're going to look at something completely different, which is the engine which drives any goal forward. And if you don't have this, most goals don't ever get achieved. Because what happens is we set ourselves up to succeed with our goals because we're driven to do it. And that thing that drives us is the leverage. The thing is, it's a seesaw between what we're shifting away from and what we want to shift towards. So if you think about your leverage, it's almost like that seesaw. It's what am I putting on that seesaw to drive me, keep tipping me forwards. So what am I trying to get away from and what am I trying to head towards? And when you think about it, leverage can be really powerful. You find that often it's things like, I want to do this because it's good for my health. That's the motivation, it's the internal motivation. However, the leverage is because if I don't, I'm going to die and miss so many years of my children's life. Or I'm not going to be able to do X, Y, Z that I want to do. Or that I'm going to do this that I want to stay away from. So whenever your goal is positively framed, is internally motivated, but you understand the reason behind why it's important to you. And often people never actually state that. You say, what's your goal? And they say, I want to achieve this. And you go, so is it about you? Yes, it's about you. Great. So the positive language is great. The motivation is internal. But then you go, and why is that important to you? And they're not sure. And here's the thing, when you're really certain about why your goal is important, that's your leverage. And once you've got your leverage behind your goal, that's your engine that gets you through the tough spots. Because every goal, getting towards a goal, is always a journey. And if you've got a powerful engine that is your leverage that drives you forward, you've got a much better chance of making it happen. So what if you could think about your goal in terms of the potential leverage that you've got? So I invite you this week as homework to think about the goal that you set yourself and to simply say, what is my leverage? Why is that important to me? What specifically am I going to get out of this? And why is that critically important to me? Because when it is, your goal becomes your priority and it becomes empowered, something that you're going to really push yourself towards. So I encourage you to think about that this week, and I'll see you next week for the next installment of this video series.